You know, we want to be fine and say that my well, and now pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. Please join in prayer or meditation as I say, blessed be to our youth and us to thy service. Amen. And now may we have a song.
Yeah, I think we ought to sing God Bless America. But I don't know what page it's on. But by God bless America. Nine.
Page 9. All right.
Go scramble leads and fall strong. Alan, go back to leading again.
Oh, right.
Okay, I'll lead.
Oh, you want to start?
Yeah, you start it. You waste time.
Rotary Choir. We have today. Most notably, we have Sabrina Brady, who is stepping into the membership of Bay Creek and Valley Masters. Welcome. And Sabrina sort of came here via the satellite. So that's already one major sign of success. Also, we're happy to have Mike O'Brien from who you may also know as Wife Z, and he lives over in Bay Creek. So welcome both. We quite a few members who are ill this week. Mark Usry is as best we can tell, still in the hospital in Newport News. He took a tumble last week, and they discovered that it was because of the infections. So they took him over there. He's having majorly antibiotics, and they're having some good effect. Last we heard, he was doing much better. Dr. Betty is not here. I'm standing in for her. It's the flu, and I spoke to her this morning, and I don't know anyone who has as much energy as Dr. Betty when she's got the flu. Let's see here. Malcolm Clissold had eye surgery, and apparently he was quite successful. But the healing period involves his keeping a head down position for 7 days. And it's, just the expectation is his eyesight will be complete, and that, but in the meantime, he's sort of wondering if it's all worth it. Now, Katie Nunes, who has COVID for, I believe,
Third time.
I was going to say 13. Four times. Okay. All right. So, thank you all for coming out on this rainy day, and please count your blessings that you're able to. Now, let's see here, other announcements and, I think what we should do. Did everyone get cards? The.
Did it rain?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I heard it.
Okay.
Is that a little better? Thank you. Today, so let's move on to the Queen of Hearts. I see some people have cards. How many people have cards?
$2. We haven't thrown any cards.
Okay, all right. Well, then.
I think the winnings over here.
We're gonna- Well, $100.
Let's not drag yourself.
Does anyone have something worth chipping into the Polio Plus Cape Club?
This is happy dollars?
Yes.
Right now. I'm happy. I thought about this riding over, and I'm being a bit philosophical, but I'm delighted. I have a function to come to most Tuesdays, and where I can forget about the crazy world out there, where I'm surrounded by just crazy people who are just happy on their own. They don't need anything to make them happy, so that's $10. Sanctuary. The world is crazy, but in here, we're just, like Mike wants to buy 2 bucks.
All right, very good. Anyone else?
I got one. Philadelphia sports fan, so Phillies win the National League East last night over those stinking Mets. Sorry if there's any Mets fans here. And then the Eagles won their rematch in Kansas City from the Super Bowl. So
Very
it was a good weekend. Yes.
And how happy are you?
Only $1.
Well, that's for the, that's fine.
What do you say? Oh.
Okay, total Americans, and, who else? I would like to put, $20 in and $10 for Sabrina Brady and her first, actually, congrats, it's your first meeting here today, as well as Mike's. And so $10 for each. And, the Polio Plus campaign is Rotary's partnership with the World Health Organization in attempting to wipe out polio from the planet. And as best I know, it is limited to Afghanistan, Pakistan, and I think New York City. And I'm sorry. Okay. It will pop up on it.
Yeah. I have $20. My wife has been up to the emergency room twice with, never had it before, but hypertension, high blood pressure. And she's doing fine, but now they're controlling it. I'm so happy with that. It was scary. Blood pressure is over 200 and we have left it up. So she's doing better, but we're glad that she's fine now.
And what have you done to cause her high blood pressure?
I'm a male. The wife
Okay,
almost
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Our minister called and says, we're in church and she had to leave, and he goes, how's Ken? I said, it's not me, it's my wife. And you know her, it doesn't look like she's sick a day.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy for her.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, and I hope our hearts and prayers will be with a former Rotarian. And so, anything else? Anyone else? Okay. Well, let's move on. Has everyone had the opportunity to get their Queen of Hearts cards? No, I think they're still selling. I see someone reaching for their pocket. And So today is a club assembly, and we would very much appreciate some updates on some of our projects. I think I'd like to start with the bookmobile, which had a very unusual online meeting yesterday. We got a little bit out of sync with the regular club meetings, and largely because Mark Usry wanted to contact Jeff Holland and see if he had any pointers. Jeff Holland had led a campaign to name the boring machine, and the next project for the bookmobile committee is to help name the bookmobile. And so it was an eye-opening meeting last week, because it turned out that Jeff Holland had been working on a similar bus project with a major donor. And the purpose of the bus was more STEM oriented, to bring computer services and Wi-Fi and kind of drone stuff to kids in the community. It turned out to be very expensive, in part, I suspect, because they would have had to buy a bus. And so it was sort of paused. But we met yesterday with Jeff and Paige Addison. Jeff has offered the clerical assistance of the Bay Bridge Tunnel staff if we need it, and because he just thinks it's a very important project. And so we also had Lisa Martin in on the call yesterday, and she is going to. It looks we were under the assumption, we were operating on the assumption that the schools had limited resources that they would be able to put into this naming committee. And what we learned yesterday, but that's not the case. This is a favorite project of Lisa Martin, and she is a woman with a ton of drive and ideas. And so she's going to the principals meeting today to get their input. But it looks as though our role may be rather secondary. The newspaper is going to do some advertising for them. We've also had agreed to pledge an 8-page ad weekly for a Got Books advertising campaign. So and so it's just interesting. This really is something the community is responding to, and we're kind of acquiring both a lot of other resources, and that we can hopefully make available to the schools, and the schools are running away with this. The big problem that the bookmobile faces right now is the lack of drivers. The school system started the year 4 drivers short in for their regular runs, bringing kids in and in school and back home. They are having to run triple runs, which means that the kids wind up just spending more time with this. And so it's we have spoken about a possible solution. She is willing to entertain volunteer CDL drivers. And the key is you need a commercial driver's license to drive the bus. And but they are so short-handed that if they could get someone, get a volunteer, they'll train them on other things regarding the district policy. It's like actually if anyone is interested in getting a CDL license, the school paid for the training. They will do everything except roll out a carpet before you first enter the bus. It's just, there's a lot of, basically the expense of the training time, well, the expense of the training, but they pick up, the individual would have to bring it. And other than that, we're very much looking forward to the return of Mark Usry, and who's kind of the Mark used to teach marketing at James Madison, and he's just got it. So at any rate, hope I didn't blather on too long. That's the outlook for the bookmobile, and we've got many other irons in the fire, most notably the satellite. So would you tell us where we are?
Okay, so, we need more of our legacy Rotarians to show up. That would help things and bring friends. So September 24th, Wednesday is where we're meeting next at Northampton Hotel. And to my friends, I believe I'm committed to playing some music on the porch if it's not too nasty. And, we are pushing to just grow this thing as quick as we can. So the response has been pretty good, I feel like. So that's basically it. September 24th from 6 to 7.
Thank you.
Is it still kind of all your?
Yes.
It's very important, I think, for the satellite club, that everyone be mindful of the need to bring more people in. That club has to gain a certain critical mass to really take off on its own, and it doesn't seem to be there yet. But the really encouraging thing is there's some very, very good people. It's attracted some very good people. Starting to disagree. But also, Andy, Buckles, thank you, and,
Julia.
oh, and Karen Valley Davis's daughter, Julie.
Serena. Serena.
Yeah. John,
It may have been mentioned, and I went over my head, but I was asked when I was trying to encourage someone to attend the satellite club, what the fee is. I don't know what the fee is on a quarterly basis.
I didn't think there was.
yes, there is, it'll be, it's.
That number at home.
Be determined.
They and David and I talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think we decided on around $80 a quarter,
How much?
around 80 a quarter. Don't, that's not really done now.
Can you send me a text when you know?
Yeah,
And I told our quarterly, which is a lot higher.
Because
well, ours is
Yeah, I understand,
months.
but I understand that. And I want to go back to that person and let them know what the real quarterly fee
Right.
is. And when they heard 200, they were like,
Well, yeah, sure.
So,
I get that.
so I've mentioned this to other members of the club. We have several members that can't get away at one. And this is a prime time for them to come to that evening.
No one's done yet.
Well, I don't know how they did contact.
And Buckles, he's one of those.
No, I usually have people like David Dowd.
Right.
I mean, like, even Ralph could, I mean, you come, you're working full time and you know, but some people, like, so. Those people that you don't see here because they have full-time jobs and stuff, they're prime candidates. Rusty Gates is a possibility. I mean, so, yeah, you need to reach out to them and ask them.
who knows Rusty well?
I do.
Bill does.
Would,
I'll talk to
you'll talk to Rusty? Who,
I'll talk to Dave Downey.
you, great, okay, very good.
you know, even Katie, I know Katie, that she was, past president, but she has a full-time job too, so, so, I mean, those people that really can't get away, it's a lot. Ken Buddha,
Oh, yeah.
so Ken Buddha, I mean, you know, he's really tied up with the school stuff, but he's, you know, that'd be a perfect thing, so somebody could contact Ken Buddha.
Do we have a volunteer? Somebody knows Ken?
I'll talk to him.
There we go. Thank you. All right, so please think of friends. One of the best things you do is to, just bring someone you know and come join. It's Wednesday, starts at 6 o'clock, runs for an hour, and,
I do have a question. When we're telling people, can they just come or do we to let everybody hear from, let Nathan know?
they can just, this is a much more casual club. And so, and you can read still in this foundational mode. Yeah, in infancy, so. Come on down.
And Paul, for you, is that $80 firm? 'Cause I didn't.
No,
So,
not firm.
What's it, get it done, because I'm sure you're pulling.
Well,
Don't understand why we don't have a picture.
actually, that fee was talked about between Betty and Jason and me.
Right.
And we sort of looked at some numbers and kind of came up with that number, that hasn't been approved by the board yet. I just forgot to bring it up this past board meeting. So we can get that, we probably need to go ahead and get that approved by the board.
Maybe you ought to do that.
By-
Well, the fee is basically our fee minus meals.
No, because the people that come here, pay for the speaker's fee and, the lunch and all that, and visitors, Mr. Rotary, and all that is, you know, shared by the people, by the members that come. But they're really, all they have to pay for is the Rotary, international and district dues. They're invited to our club social. So that, no, that's included in the fee. And that's included in their 85, it's 80 or 85. I don't know.
If they don't come to our meetings, they probably won't come to our social.
Well, they'll be invited.
Yeah, but you shouldn't put the. If
If they come, most of our socials are in the evening, this is
Well-
when they meet.
but you pay, they can pay as they go, that's the whole thing,
Right.
with the satellite idea. You pay as you go on food and other stuff, and your basic fee will be sent to Rotary.
Well, that all needs to be discussed on the board.
Okay, I'm not even on the board, but I suggest you get down to that.
Very cool. Yeah, you raise some good points, and you certainly want to keep the price of points low as possible.
So where do people find me? We want to be welcome, you know,
Don't surprising.
and not just because it's social, but because that is where you start getting.
Yeah, so they are members of our club, and I think the thought from some people talk about it, is that we'd like for them to be, really feel included as members of our club. And they're welcome to come to our club meetings too, as well.
Asking them to pay money,
Come,
I don't think that's gonna sell.
No.
Put your sales cap on
Yeah.
when you think this through. You wanna drive the price down as low as you can, make it interesting for them. The idea was they had their own, they can make their own rules up. So this is not Rotary, it's a satellite club.
It is Rotary.
It's not Rotary, Rotary is here.
It's like a committee. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Traction.
But you want, we need to get people on board, then decide.
Yeah.
think the big point here is, first, we need to get to that critical mass. Get that club functioning on its, and it's gonna work best. When we'll know, when people are starting to focus on certain problems. And there have been some interesting ideas from, including.
One meeting.
Time they come and we sit there and tell them, oh, you're gonna have to pay this, to be a member. I can promise you, they're most likely not coming back. You know what I mean? You have to get some traction, I think. Get some good things going on, like,
Right.
trying to get a couple friends to play some music, get some camaraderie going, and then say, hey, if this is something you're interested in, here's what it includes, details. That's just my opinion.
After Reno,
Yeah.
two things.
What do you think?
He thinks lunchtime's almost over, if he wants to go home.
Oh, yeah.
I think if I were doing satellite club, although my paths have changed because I get Tuesdays off most of the time, so now I'm looking forward to joining you guys, but I think that you have the price as low as possible, but you have some sort of fee for any socials that they're able to attend, so they can do it on an a la carte basis. That's what, that would be most attractive to me, but I'm a one person, so.
So it could be $47.
I mean, because I'm happy to pay a fee to join, if I have the ability, if I have the option to do that on an a la carte basis. I would be fine.
So a la carte, let me give you a number, $47. That's kind of a small.
$47.
No, if you bring a guest with the social.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, and. But most of the time it's 47.
I mean,
Let them decide. But when it's bringing the club, the satellite club,
being on that once and doing satellite, I was excited about it because I want to get involved in the community like that. Great meeting, so I think the people that are attracted to satellite club are typically because they want to be involved, so I think just getting the community together is.
That's why Andy's still there.
thank you, Sue. Thank you very much. Right, and I have sensed the most interest among the members of the satellite club when they've been discussing, new projects that they might get involved in. I think that one of the most interesting ones to me is the possibility of cooking lessons out of the Rosenwald school, and aimed at teaching people how to cook, cheaply, healthier, and still trying to connect people with local foods grown at local farms and everything. Service above self, including service above social. So, but first, we need funds, so please keep the project in mind. And I hope to see you, any of you, at that meeting. Next.
Remarks.
We're just about out of time. Sorry. Oh, okay. Is there anything that you want to say about Bill Payne? Is there anything that you want to say about Interact, maybe first thing?
Yeah, Interact is alive and well.
Okay,
Jason is the chair, I'm his assistant.
good.
You should be together. So I just help him out.
And there has been some talk about expanding the number of people who could be helping Jason, because he's got 3 clubs that he's trying to run, 2 Interact and the satellite. So he's stretched a little bit thin.
And he works.
And he works, right? So.
I'm definitely maxed out.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Be
Not
about it.
but yeah.
So if there's anyone who's interested in working, especially with the Interact club, right? The, it would, please contact Bill or Jason. And, the opportunity is there for you to get involved. All right, I think it's time. I know everyone's been waiting for the Queen of Hearts. Who's got the high card? Hold them up. Hold them up. Jill, win.
John,
That's the Queen of Hearts. I don't know what it is. Our perennial winner is about to strike again. Does anyone have anything higher than ace? All right.
yeah, I'll give it to you.
All right, Jill. How much did she get this?
I don't know. Yeah.
And cards and. How large is the pot, do you know? Oh,
Yeah, well, wait a minute. So last week there were $37 in five, five more, we had it out for 42. Today, $23 was, collected, and Jones gets 6 of that.
For the benefit of Sabrina and Mike, today's meeting, is repeated monthly. It is a time, deliberately a time for members to connect with the projects that are going on. We call it a club assembly. Next week, we will have a speaker. We're gonna have one for the remaining, weeks of the year. Yes. All right. Would everyone please stand and join in ceremony of the things we say over to you first. Or have fun. And the fifth, have fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we stand adjourned.
It's everything.
Yeah. Yeah.